Um, I since moved on to um, a different kind of work, which is, I ended up getting a remote work job for insurance, auto insurance, and renters and home insurance. I was working for USAA. I was selling insurance for them, and that was, it was a really interesting experience. I won't lie, it was really cool. I'm happy to say that I was able to get licensed as an insurance adjuster and everything. In a lot of different states, most states in the U.S., I can sell insurance, and so yeah, that was a great opportunity. But eventually, um, I was living on my own at the time. I was feeling very isolated. I was at the tail end of the COVID pandemic. Just living by myself, not really going out much, seeing anybody at all. Just working and then playing games with my brother online and then going to sleep every day, the same the same thing over and over again. And I went insane. I had to like stop going to work because I was starting to like, I was just breaking under the pressure. The whole insurance industry and everything involved with that. It was a lot of pressure for me. I'm only 25 years old, and I'm new to most stuff in this world still. Most adult stuff in this world, and I can't lie to you. I broke. I broke under the pressure. I couldn't handle it. You know. I had my own apartment and everything. I paid rent for about 12 months, and then there's like 2 months or so that 2 or 3 maybe, that I wasn't able to pay rent, and I ended up getting evicted. About a year and 6 months, I lived with my mom for about a year after I got evicted, and eventually I couldn't stay with my mom anymore. They wouldn't, really allow me to. So, especially since I wasn't really able to work a lot, my injury my injury kind of prevents me from sitting, walking, and standing for extended periods of time. Really, any extended period of time. It makes the injury worse. The more I do that to myself. So it's really hard for me to sit down and or stand and work for like 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours a day. Um, how long some people work, 14. Like, it's just, if my body was in pristine condition, I could do that, but it's not. So I have to make a lot of compromises right now. I've been making a lot of compromises. I've not been able to work. Even my current job that I actually still have, that and can probably go back to, if I ever get some privacy and stable internet and everything, under my name again, potentially somehow. Anyways, I'm kind of leading up to what's going on right now, where I'm going to be ending up moving to. I'm not really proud of this, but I am going, I've just basically turned in paperwork to apply for a public housing, program. And I have no idea what that's going to entail. But, I came here to stay with my friend. It's literally like the only friend that I know, that I have, that I really felt like I could rely on when I had to leave my mom's place. And I'm not proud of having to like live with my mom for a year and all this stuff. Like, it's not like I wanted to ever do these things. I want to be a self-sufficient and like independent individual in society. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the way things have happened to me. It makes it really difficult for me to. And okay, so in my current situation, a lot of people don't understand like how serious my condition is. Um, so my injury initially, it was like I tore a hamstring, and then I kept going back to work. I worked in a bulk department in a U-Haul warehouse for the entirety of U.S. and Canada. Sorry, not Canada. Um, I worked in the bulk department there. I got hurt working in that department, and things haven't ever been the same since. It's kind of funny. It's like 70 degrees outside, and I'm wearing a hoodie right now, but yeah, I want to try to talk as much as I can. I don't know how well this is being picked up, how much wind there is still, but yeah, I want to try to make the most out of this while I can, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, I got hurt at U-Haul, and went through a lot of shit. I went through a lot of stuff while after I got hurt. I didn't know if it was permanent or not, and all these things. So I eventually ended up getting like a tear in my labrum, I guess, which is like this cushion or fiber in between your femur and your hip socket, I guess the top of your femur or something like that. But yeah, just there's been a lot of stuff that's happened to me that prevents me from being able to be a more normal, productive member of society. So you know um, it's really hard for me to open up about these things to people in real life because I don't get a lot of opportunity to spend time with people unless there's money involved. You know what I mean? Like, people value their time. Time is money. I don't have any money, so it makes it really difficult for me to, you know, make people value, the time to spend with me, because, people will constantly feel like they need to spend money on me or something. I don't want them to feel that way. It's kind of why I'm doing this. I want to try to do something with my life outside of, a normal 9 to 5 job in which I'd have to be sitting, standing, or walking for extended periods of time, which my body really does not like. And there is a potential that, like, with enough physical therapy and just rest and healing and exercise and all these things, that I could get back to work, work 8 hours a day, 8 to 12 hours a day, and not feel like I'm destroying my body. Like, that's the goal, but I'm not there yet. I've kind of let myself over the last few years kind of degrade and be really sedentary, but I really don't have any guidance in my life, on my current situation. I don't have, like, haven't really been talking to many doctors lately at all, mostly just because I'm 25, my insurance I have through my parents is about to expire, through my dad. I don't talk to my dad, so I don't even want to use his insurance, but I also can't work,